Kingfishers have got to be one of my favourite birds here in the UK. Not only are they beautiful, but I just love the speed at which they fly and dive bomb into the water. When I learned that there was some local to me, the bird geek in me was super excited. And I thought, why don't I try and capture an underwater shot of this bird diving to catch its prey? So that's what I set out to do. I had one land camera, one GoPro for underwater, one patch of river, and one bird. This is that story.
It's just stopped where I wanted to. Oh my god.
Getting pretty demoralised, not gonna lie. These are three-spined sticklebacks. Along with other small fish like minnows, these are the main menu for several fish-eating birds. And that includes kingfishers. When you find these guys in a pond or a slow-flowing stream, and where there are plenty of overhanging branches, then you've got yourself some prime kingfisher territory. And luckily for me, my local park was exactly that, with a few resident kingfishers here all year round. Let me introduce you to them. Back in March last year, I started filming this lovely lady, Denise. We know she's a lady because of her red lower bill, which only the females develop. I filmed her for a couple of months, but kingfishers are territorial because they like to protect their hunting grounds, and what I noticed was that the patch I was filming in would be claimed by different kingfishers over time. At the end of April, it was a male that took over. Dennis, of course. And then by September, Dennis was possibly pushed further upstream by this bold young queenfisher, Cleo. She wasn't shy and would allow me to get pretty close to her. She's right there. And I felt like I watched her grow up over the months, and so she's the one I'm most attached to. By March this year, there was a new young lady on the block, Kiki. Now, I was pretty happy about having a reliable subject. I'd scoped out an 87-metre stretch of river that was nice and open, with plenty of perches for the kingfishers to hunt from. And after spending some time observing Denise and Dennis, I'd started to work out where they liked to land. So in May, I was pretty hopeful when I put the GoPro in the water underneath this branch. Dennis liked to stop here, the branch was nice and low, I could easily get my camera in the water, and there were plenty of sticklebacks underneath. Somehow though, the months rolled by and I was drawing a blank. And when Cleo showed up in September, she kept landing at the bridge instead. So naturally I had to move the GoPro. This kingfisher is genuinely having jokes with me because I've had my camera set up underwater over there for about I don't know how many sessions, and she has never liked diving off that perch. And now that I switched up strategy, what do I see her do today? She freaking dives off that perch, doesn't she? Like, unbelievable. It didn't help either that the bridge was proving to be a pretty frustrating spot to film in. At least the rest of the park, though, was keeping my spirits up. As winter started drawing in, I continued my game of cat and mouse with Cleo. When her preferences would change, so did my GoPro location, except that I was always one step behind. It's just out of frame. Everything's perfect today. Sun shining, visibility underwater is really good. But where is she? Honestly, I don't know who cast her in this role, because she hasn't even shown up. Who does that? Just doesn't show up on set. Really bad form in my eyes. Look at the colour of the water. Can't feel my toes. No, that's a lie actually. I can feel them and they're painful.
Ah, it's yours! Oh! How many of those you have? Sorry? It's yours. Okay, no problem. I thought I was lucky today. There you are.
Oh my god. Can't believe it. 5.5 minutes. She was on the right perch, staring right where the camera was. But she didn't dive. 5.5 minutes. I had my heart in my freaking throat, waiting for her to die. I think it's time, isn't it, to like bring in reinforcements. Another day, another spot. And with 2 GoPros, you'd think my chances would have been better. The top camera, which I'm pretty sure is the one she dived in front of, had fallen over. This is just unbelievable. So fucking miserable. What am I doing? Kind of don't know where I'm heading with all of this. I thought I was getting close. I started filming in March last year, so and it's March again. So it's been a whole year and I've seemingly gotten nowhere other than just having bad luck, like diving in the wrong place, visibility being bad, dogs going over the top. Yeah, it's just been all consuming, and I'm spending almost like every daylight hour that I possibly can. I'm basically choosing to spend out here when I have the hope, because she lands in the right place, it's ruined somehow, and it's getting really frustrating, and I sort of wonder how long I can keep this up for. I can't keep spending this amount of time out in this park. It's starting to get ridiculous. Well, it's a beautiful day today, and really I need to just, enjoy the process, as they say. Oh my god. right in front of the GoPro, but the visibility's gone bad.
Feel like a wreck. I probably look like a wreck. And yeah, it's about time I prioritised sleep, really.
When I hit 300 hours, I think that was my wake-up call. I'd become so obsessed with this project that I was losing sleep and become a bit of a mess, really. And what was even more ridiculous was that I'd managed to get an underwater shot in my 277th hour, but I decided it wasn't good enough, and so I continued. I did know that the odds of getting a perfect shot in this scenario were pretty slim, but I guess I had a vision of what it was going to look like and I hadn't achieved that. I think though that the test for me was no longer about my ability to persevere, but actually more about whether I had the guts to put out something that was less than the standards I would have expected of myself. And I think when I realised that, I just knew I had to wind the project down. So I'm going to leave you with the beautiful Kiki, demonstrating why I fell in love with these birds.